Welcome back, YouTube, for CLG FC episode 121. We are into Football Manager. We're coming off two straight 3-0 wins, but we dropped the game versus Fleetwood Hesketh. They beat us 2-0. That spawned that rant that I did last night, which if you haven't seen it, it is clipped and posted in a lot of the Discords. I was absolutely fuming based on that. But there was our schedule, just a 2-0 blemish. At home in front of a record crowd as well. Literally record attendance for a league game. And we absolutely coughed it up. I'm playing what the game calls a 7-1-2 defensive midfielder wide back formation, but it's essentially an 8-0-2 with the DM. Are you mad? And then you wonder why there's a mixed result. Are you not? Duck God, that formation has already been tried, okay? It's been tried in real life. It's known as the Sean Dyche tactic, okay? But I hate Sean Dyche football. I think it's insanely boring. Let's go to the job center. Still nothing. Oh, the MLS job got snatched up. FC Cincinnati job got snatched up. So Gloucester looking for one. And then Bury's looking for one. Farsley, Celtic, Faversham, Clitheroe, Tisbury, Frickley, and Paddingham. So nothing so far in terms of the international sides. We're looking for an international job. Sean Warner's going to go. I actually really am going to miss him because he's still very useful for us. I mean, this is for our level. That mental is insane. But it's mainly mixed due to me managing B team as well. Okay. But we're going to complete the move. Sean Warner's going to move on. And we've made our first genuine sale of a player as a football club. Our board has sold players out from underneath us before. We've pulled them back into the club using the editor because this is a community save. But our first actual genuine sale of a player is Sean Warner. And, I mean, we've sold players, we've transferred players to other clubs on amateur contracts, so there hasn't been a dollar amount that's been attached with them. We've done that before, but genuinely, this is the first sale, and it's for 1,200 quid, potentially moving to 1,600 quid. If certain criteria are met. But yeah, Sean Warner, the former Aldershot player. He was at Aldershot Town, but he never started. And we offered him a gig in the 20th tier of English football. Aldershot said, go get some first-team football. We gave him a bit of it off the bench. A lot of substitute appearances, to be fair. But he's played very well. And I just think it's time for him to actually move on to a club that'll start him, considering he's 24. But Union beat NYCFC. West Ham lost to Sheffield Wednesday. Of course they did. Of course they did. So I just hope the players aren't upset that we sold Warner. Steven Bergwijn is saving me at the moment. Oh my lord. Nice. I don't know how many of these 5,000 meter runners advance in the heats. There's only 2 of them, so anyway. We got 13 days to go. Has scored 6 and 7. Yeah, There's a guy in my FM26 save. I'm sorry. Yeah, FM26. Yeah. There's a guy in my FM16 save who I was looking to replace. I was like, bro, he's not good enough. And he's not played good enough for me to keep him as a starter. So let me sign a replacement. And I did after the first season. And I signed his replacement. And his replacement didn't come in till like 4 games into the season. So I was like, look, I have to play him. This guy that I want to replace, I have to play him for like 3-4 games. And then he scored in every game. And I'm like, look, this other guy comes in. He can take his place when his form dips, right? But right now he's red hot, and I don't want to bench somebody who's red hot, right? The dude has, I think, 24 goals in as many games for us now. The guy was supposed to be replacing. And I'm like, listen, I can't. 7-6, sorry, all good. I'm like, yeah, I can't drop this guy. He's just absolute fucking dynamite. Like, I cannot drop this guy. So, that's where I'm at in FM16. Let's apply the advice for Brought. Weekly staff meeting time. Yes, we can accept that. You're to remind me in a month. And you want him to dive into tackles, right? I don't want him to dive into tackles, so we're just going to move on, and we're going to move all the way on. Sorry. That's my exhaustion kicking in. I don't know why I set the timer for 7 hours when I'm exhausted from earlier today. So, you know what? I do need to load the rest of my music, though. Like the walkout song, our goal song, our victory song, our song we play when they score, and if we get a defeat, the song we play, which I hope I never have to play again this season. Here's leagues in focus. We'll start with MLS. Columbus top on 60 points. The Columbus Crew. Chicago Fire are right there with them. Montreal Impact third. DC United fourth. All of them are playoff teams. Atlanta United is fifth. NYCFC sixth. Inter Miami seventh. Nashville SC is eighth. Toronto FC is ninth. My beloved Union are 2 points back in 11th. They have anywhere from 4 to 2 games left, depending on the team. Orlando City is the bottom of the East on 28 points. And in the West, the Scum are top on 62. Seattle Sounders are second place. LA Galaxy's third. Real Salt Lake are fourth. St. Louis City are fifth. They all now have playoff spots. Portland Timbers are sixth. Austin FC seventh. The San Jose Earthquakes have moved into eighth. Vancouver Whitecaps are ninth. The Houston Dynamo and FC Dallas are still 2 points on the outside looking in, and the Colorado Rapids are the worst team in the league are on 23 points. The thing that was crazy to me was Cincinnati only has 4 wins out of their 32 games. Oddly, one of them is against Columbus, which is just crazy to me. But they've drawn 17 of their 32 games. I can't imagine spending half the season drawing games. That's ridiculous. In the Premier League, it is still Villa at the top by 3 points over Newcastle. Arsenal are third. City are fourth. Forest are fifth. Man United are sixth. Spurs are seventh. My beloved West Ham are down in 12th. Chelsea and Liverpool struggling. Liverpool's 11th or 10th. Chelsea's 11th. Everton and Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers and Everton are both a point above the drop over Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday, who are back in the Premier League for the first time in 30 years. Leicester City are 2 points adrift at the foot of the table. Sky Bet Championship, Sunderland lead the way by 4 over Swansea City, who lead the playoff places of Watford, Norwich City, Coventry City, and Ipswich Town by a point. Really, that's how I concede? Oh, wow. Luton are outside the playoffs by 6 goals and a goal difference. Barnsley both a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Bristol City are 3 points above the drop. Cardiff City and the Scum are above the drop on goal difference, the last of which is by a single goal over Rotherham United in 22nd. Portsmouth are 2 points adrift in 23rd. Bolton Wanderers 3 points adrift in 24th. Skybet League, you have to tell me about the goal, by the way, Duck God. Skybet League 1, Stockport County lead the league over Lincoln City, who lead the playoff places of Rochdale, Stoke City, Chesterfield, and Exeter City, only on goal difference by 2 goals. Preston North End on the outside, actually tied. Even on all tiebreakers, they are tied. So it's actually joint 6th right now between Exeter and Preston North End. Derby County, Burton Albion are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Blackpool and Salford City a point above the drop over Stevenage. Plymouth Argyle are 2 points adrift in 22nd. Crawley Town 2 points adrift in 23rd. Wigan Athletic 3 points adrift at the bottom of Skybet League 1. Skybet League 2, Wycombe Wanderers 3 points in the lead of the league over Colchester United, who lead York City by a point, who lead the playoff places of Bristol Rovers, Doncaster Rovers, Milton Keynes, and Swindon Town by 2 points. Mansfield Town, Bradford City, Carlisle United, Walsall, and Crewe Alexandra down in 12th are all a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Torquay United, Notts County, Leyton Orient, and Woking, who are all 3 points above the drop. AFC Fylde are above the drop, only on goal difference by 3 goals over Barrow, who have slipped back in. Port Vale are 3 adrift at the bottom of the league. By the way, I completed Youth Academy only. Let's go, Zanko! What is the completion? Was it winning the Champions League? Was it winning La Liga? What was the actual point of completion for you in that save? Yeah, winning the Champions League. Nice. I think that's going to be the mark for us. Season 27 done nice. I think the mark for this bottom of the top save is going to be, can we win the Champions League eventually, right? And then when we do, I already have 2 ideas for saves. So, one is actually going to be an FM16. But that's what I have. Now this, Duck God, is a tune. This is an amazing song. Vanarama National. By the way, congratulations, Zanko. Are you going to start another save? And what is your idea for a save? Because I'm interested in hearing about it. Southfield leads Vanarama National by 4 points over Oldham Athletic, Southend United, Solihull Moors, Accrington Stanley, Yeovil City, and Altrincham. Bromley and Gillingham are both a point on the outside looking in. Ziggs Macclesfield have won their first game in 5, picking up their 3rd win of the season. They are now 11th. Boreham Wood and Northampton Town are 2 points above the drop over FC Halifax Town. Morecambe, Maidenhead United, Scunthorpe United are 3 points adrift at the bottom. Wow. Conceded that last-minute equalizer at home to top Fennyord because of my goalkeeper telling the back line to go out while he kicks it wide and straight to the attacker last minute. Oh, my God. Awful. That's frustrating. Finally the level directly above us, well, not directly above, but the level above us, the West Lancashire League Division 2, Ulverston Rovers lead the league by 2 points over Staveley United. Brathwaite and Eden Valley are a point outside looking in. At the bottom, Gosforth are a point above the drop over Ullswater United. Whitehaven Miners Social are 3 points adrift. Wigton Harriers also 3 points adrift at the foot of that league. That is level 13. We're in level 14. That's Leagues in Focus. I'm curious at the transfer. Yeah, they're disappointed with the deal that we feel the club could have gotten a higher transfer fee for the player, but it's good to remove his salary from the club's wage bill. The fans don't know why the player was sold. I get it, but Happy he was released as he wasn't of the required standard. Okay. Tyler Harrison being released. That's a shame. He's a free agent too. Nobody's picked him up. His physical's pretty good for around the level we are. He's wanted. He's wanted by quite a few clubs actually. Um, the board are delighted with the deal to sign Harry. Yeah, he's been incredible for us. Have it set to roll out the CBs, but it keeps kicking it wide to the fullbacks and wide back. Oh God, this is my tactics. Uh, Attacking, in possession. This is what we do. Uh, we do distribute, goalkeeper distribution, play out of defense, I should say. Pass shorter with a slower tempo. And work the ball into the box. And then in transition, we do counter press. And then we just distribute to the center backs, and we take short kicks. And then out of possession, we just prevent short goalkeeper distribution. That's all. And we trigger the press more often. So they have to work. They work real hard, these players. Wellman is going to be back to training in 2 days, which means Ben Brindley can come back into the lineup. And we'll go from there. We are 11 days to go until the next fixture. That's a great track. That is just a phenomenal track. The older I get, I was never really into, believe it or not, I was never really into classic rock. I wasn't a classic rock guy. And I was more like an indie. When I started getting into rock, I was more like an indie rock guy, right? And mainly Brit rock. Coldplay, Oasis, The Cure, things like that, right? Blur. And uh, Editors I was really into as well. Editors, I loved the first three albums from Editors, especially the first two, and especially the original one, but or the opening album. But uh, when I did transition to classic rock, it was all like Rolling Stones and things like that. It was never really Led Zeppelin, and I don't know what led me to Led Zeppelin. I think eventually it was hearing Black Dog on all the gaming commercials, um, which is a great song in and of itself. But then as I listened to Led more and more and more, I've come to appreciate them as one of the greatest bands of all time. Like I would take Led Zeppelin over almost any other band from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, like hands down. Um, but scouting update. So we're just gonna get rid of those three. Not good enough for too old. We'll keep the scouting reports for the rest. We're down to 9 days to go. And we are looking for an international job that has not appeared. Farnham Town's fired their manager. This list is changing every day. Cirencester has fired their manager as well. Alfredton, Weldstone. We're not linked to any of these jobs, by the way, which is amazing to me. The reason that you see the El Clasico result, I did not. I don't really care for La Liga, and I definitely don't care for Real Madrid or Barcelona. But I'll take a look. 4-0 Barcelona. Wow, okay. That's a shocker, actually. Although Barcelona, for not having any money, are playing really well. I mean, they've picked apart Bayern and Real Madrid in the span of like a week. The The takeover rumors are still here. Ancelotti on a tightrope, surely. I mean, I don't understand how you can fire him after everything he's done for the club. You know, he has one bad season. You're gonna fire him? I don't get it. You just came back from injury, my guy. Oh no, that's Wellman. I'm sorry. You're fine, Norris. But anyway, you know the thing is, I listened to we listened to Led Zeppelin 1 a few nights ago, and I just forgot how incredible that album is. And it's hard for me to pick, but I still think Led Zeppelin 4 was their best. But it just, I mean, they've made some amazing tracks across all their albums. I agree, but that's always been the Madrid way, sadly. I know, I hate it. I hate the way they do football. I hate the way Man City do football. I hate it. We're down to 8 days to go. I hate Jude. I don't mind Jude Bellingham. So this is, I think, 4x200 meter relay now. But we're moving on. Anyway. Oh. I've got oh, okay. Apparently we're stuck processing on the 6th. I'm kind of curious. The thing I meant to say, and I'll show it after. I'll show it now, real quick. Wardrobe shines as Weatherstone finds fitness for Counterlogic FC under 18. We lost, didn't we? We did lose. Lee Poo in the or Puh in the 20th minute. Ikens in the 27th leveled for us before Joe Brown from the spot in the 42nd meant we were 2-1 down at half. Iden Wardrobe at least leveled for us in the 47th, but Oliver Hodgson in the 50th. And Zahid Abdul, 10 minutes later, put FC Halifax Town under 18s up 4-2. They would see that out. We're down to 4th in the under 18s league now. And FC Halifax Town have gone top off that. His attitude towards ref always goes in on them practically all decisions. Yeah, I do hate, but there's a lot of that in football, and I kind of don't like it. Actually, I wish refs would book more for dissent. Like, people constantly do the VAR symbol. It is in the laws that is a booking. So if any time a player goes like this, that needs to be a fucking booking. Like, I'm sorry, you know. They don't, because they don't want to ruin the game through bookings. But it's like, if you can't control yourself, you should be cautioned. This is 4x400 meter. Nice. The thing I was going to say, by the way, that I don't understand, and maybe somebody remind, in FM16, okay, Owens, welcome. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the follow. How are you? And let me know what, if you're playing FM, what your save is, by the way. Just to go over, this is CLG FC. So Counterlogic Gaming was an esports org way back in the day. that existed from 2009 to 2023. They folded, and we've created a club in FM with community members who are part of my community or have been on this channel before. And all of these players have a connection to that old esports org, whether it was commentators like Snicky, Parks, or myself, community moderators like Jack Lemon MD, um, uh, just fans of like Cookies and Akoni-kun, or friends of the former players like Frack. And we started in level 20. We are in level 14 now in the Mid Lancashire and District League Premier Division, and that's the save. The thing I wanted to say real quick is what I don't understand is in FM16 I won the Olympics with South Korea under 23s, right? Incredible achievement. That moved my manager's reputation from 5% to 15%, and I've been linked. My manager in that save has been linked with about a dozen or two different jobs from the Vanarama North-South up, including the Football League. Okay, my manager's reputation is 15% in this game. We've not been linked with anything. Not that we would go there. We probably wouldn't. But we have not been linked with anything. And we do have... We've won 6 promotions. I mean, you can see here. We've won 6 leagues. So... I'm actually interested in the fact that some of these have gone up, by the way. So... adaptability is still a 1 because we don't change tactics. This is what we use. But everything else has gone up significantly since we started. I do have a national B license now as well. So it's the second height domestic building on the foundations that it offers the opportunity to improve their technical knowledge. So I'm actually excited to get my manager her national A license soon, but we'll see. Anyway, let's move on. 6 days to go. We have Norcross, the team that adaptability don't ever go up, to be honest. I feel like it will if you have multiple tactics and you change them in each game. Like if you have 4 tactics and you have one for you're losing by a goal, you're an underdog and you need to hold on, you're the favorite and you're losing, or things like that. Like if you have 4 or 5 tactics like that and you change them throughout the game based on the scenario, I'm sure the adaptability goes up. But I don't care to do that. I'm not that kind of manager. This is the way we will play, and we're either going to win playing that style or we're going to lose playing that style. The thing that I don't like is not just poor performances, but it's when the effort isn't there, when it's laziness that's there, right? I think it's more to do with moving clubs into new foreign leagues. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I would argue, why would adaptability not go up if I've been promoted 6 times? Because that's definitely 7 different leagues we've managed in. But I get it. I do get it. Wow. Was that a mixed relay? That's insane. The 4x400 meter mixed relay, the U.S. set a world record in. That's insane. All this is fine. Weekly staff meeting again. That's fine. You are to remind me in a month. That is now fine. He's already comfortable on both. Is he really? He's only reasonable on the left foot, man. You need to keep developing it. Like, it needs to become... It doesn't need to be strong, but it needs to be good. But I'll accept your suggestion for now. Daniel Mensa on the loan list, that's fine. He is too old for the under-21s, Gareth Webster. Has he played? Or in the under-18s, has he played? He has. He's literally playing in that league anyway. He's made 8 appearances. So, we'll wait until the end of the year, and everything else can go. So let's keep moving towards the Norcross. They got promoted with us. We need to catch Fleetwood Hesketh. We lost to them and they've stayed 3 points ahead. East Manchester are only a point ahead, and we play them after the Norcross game. So we need to really make sure we win this game. So what makes me laugh is when human and AI staff members get quite old, your motivating goes down to 1. Why? Why? Like, that should never be the case. It should always be, like, based on how your players respond to your team talks and everything, right? So, I've seen that on a few FMs too. It makes no sense. Oh, he's cleared it. So, like, we're old or senile or something. Yeah, we literally give team talks like Joe Biden. I'll be over here. Like, yes, coach. Yes, coach. So, we're like a more senile Roy Hodgkins, apparently. All right. So, oh, he cleared it, 1.99. Nice. Transfer offers come in. They've made Joe Jones? Absolutely fucking not. You are not taking Joe Jones away. Joe Jones is like insane. We're not. You can. Yeah, hey, buddy. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's just not gonna happen. So, it's insane to me that they're still making offers in October, by the way. But that's the amateur window. So. What we got? 4x400-meter relay mixed. Oh. Anyway, this is like I have another 2 hours, 2.5 hours of the track and field. So, but it's nice to be actually into it now. Um, this is the last song on the album as well, by the way. I can't believe I burned through Led Zeppelin 2 already. Um, more scouting reports. So we're just going to reject the ones that are too old or not good enough. Um, I should pay attention to some of these though. Like, look at Simon Mitchell, man. Fucking hell. He's wanted by Basingstoke, Billericay. He's wanted by Poole, and he's a free agent. Oh my God. Okay, my bed ceiling is calling. Good night. Nice to chat with you for a bit and watch for a bit. Nice. Thank you, Duck God. Have a wonderful evening. He was at QPR. I'll catch you soon, man. Take care. He's one-footed, and he must mark better, but he's really an attacker. Not bad. I could use another defender, really. Somebody who plays across the literally across the line. Oh my God! What the fuck is this? He was at Albion Sports, and he didn't make any appearances there this season. He made 34 last season. But he literally plays fucking everywhere, this guy. So, scouting required. Well, fucking scout him. If he's any good, man, that's insane that he plays that many positions. So, anyway, match preparation. Let's keep moving on. We're a day away from the Norcross fixture. What we got here? We are 4-9 favorites. Norcross 6-1 to draw 10-3. Pre-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Craig Clifford at the Football Ramble. Will you be looking for the team to pick up where they? Yes. But okay. Show little sign of being deterred, but has been to sign. Uh, 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 I don't think that's fair. Uh, no, that's not true. Woo. That is brutal. I just think I would expect no less from him. We're both ambitious managers, part of my ambition. I think that's fair. I think that's actually fair. Um, right. That was Led Zeppelin 2. That was the Led Zeppelin 2 album. Oh, Immigrant Song is the first tune off Led Zeppelin 3. What a fucking incredible opening song. Holy shit. Uh, that's actually nuts, man. That's actually nuts. Do I have recruitment focuses? Do I have any overlapping? I do, don't I? I do. I do. Why do I have overlapping? Uh, Chris Chapman. I don't want, but I want two of you on the same shit. You know, we're stretched enough. So, all right, let's keep moving on. We should be moving into a day to go here. A day to go. This is episode 121. And well, there's the autosave, which means we're going to take over into game day against Norcross. So, ooh. Uh, meant to go here. No. So we're just waiting for the. So I was just finishing a message to a friend. So, Fleetwood Hesketh, Old Mancunians. is the marquee matchup. The expectation is to win. CounterLogic FC under 18's win is Adamant Presses, so we're back in the win column. We beat Stallabridge. Stuart Aikens in the 8th. And then Martin Cavanaugh in the 23rd. Patrick Adam from the spot in the 75th brought us home 3-0. Back up to second in the under 18s league. We are 2 points back of FC Halifax Town in the under 18s league. But the big one is here. We are, we could use these points. We could use some help in the league as well, by the way. But, you know, whatever. Here it is. Norcross, CLG FC. I got to prep the music. Okay. I think we're okay. They've made one change from the previous fixture. If you carry your last performance, you'll win. That's all we need to tell them. Let's get into it. Step upon me. Norcross, CLG FC. Third versus fifth. And we're underway. Fifth game of the season. And here's, are we going to score this early? Sheamus goes for goal. That is not far off. Not far off at all. Here's Parks for the throw. Sheamus back for Parks. Twinkle. Back post. Spaps, can he get there? No. Comes down for Frack. Frack. Akoni-kun. Oh, he scored it! Akoni-kun's first goal of the season. Much needed from him. There we go. We scored early. Now, can we score often is the question. Evans offers. That is headed away by me, and Smaps will come down with it on the right-hand side. Frack to take the throw. Akoni-kun. Jack, Twinkle, back to Jack. Really, probably back to Twinkle here. No, it's going to go all the way back for Brat. It probably should have come here, but, you know, it is what it is. Sheamus, Twinkle. It's found Sheamus. Akoni-kun, good turn. Should have maybe played it over the top, didn't. That's a good win. That's a good win of the ball. Spaps, very good pass for Cookies. Real good movement off the ball. Cookies here, cutback pass. Akoni-kun's got two. What a ball. Snicky took the runner with them as well. So that goal brilliantly crafted by all three men. Cookies, Snicky, and Akoni-kun. That is just, I mean, look at this. Taking both defenders and leaving it, and Akoni-kun's there. And inside a quarter of an hour, we are up 2-0. This is bad. Sheamus brought Loftus down. Maybe a booking. It's still only a telling off. I meant to look at the Union 2 result. Oh, they're going to extra time. They have about maybe 7 or 8 minutes left of extra time. Right. Oh, he's just not cleared it. What clipped it? Oh, his butt. That's a shame. Much. Cuts it back for Evans. Evans, and that is fired over. There's myself. Oh, what a jump. And somehow, he's hit that too hard. Oh, Cookie's offsides anyway. Sheamus, according each Manchester have taken the lead versus Freckleton. Frack's offsides. We got to make sure we win today. Loftus will take this ball out on the right-hand side. 22nd minute. Good Lord. I almost said 2nd. That would have been absolutely terrible. 22nd minute. That set it away. Collins has won it. Akonikun didn't even attempt for it. Toure has it. Loftus, Evans. Oh, that is going to deflect to Toure somehow. Toure takes a shot. Nowhere near on target. Here is 27th minute. Evans was Iron out. Yeah, I was going to say, was Iron out offsides? He was. So, here's Parks' free kick, back post. Brock heads it out. Akonikun whips it back in. Spaps, no. Still headed away. Good touch from Sheamus. Myself, lost the ball. Really, I mean, Frack was there calling for it, basically. He was so open. Here's Jack. Parks. Jack being pressured. Parks. So. Oh, Cookies has still come down with it. He's giving that ball over to Spaps. Cookies. You gotta get rid of the ball if you're being pressed like that. All right, Spaps has been booked, so we're gonna have to tell him, hey, he's off tackles, will you? AFC Blackpool reserves have taken the lead over Stockport Georgians reserves. Here's Parks. Jack. Twinkle. Cookies. Oh. Spaps, myself. Snicky, good turn, good ball for Akonikun, going for the hat trick. Akonikun has got a hat trick. Inside the opening half. 3-0. Inside 35 minutes, essentially. Or inside 37 minutes, even. So. Oh, here's Sheamus down the left. He needs help. He definitely needs help. He finds it. Kunikun, Twinkle, Sheamus. Cut inside for Twinkle. Twinkle. Chip over the back post, and that's the right idea, but the ball, the cross is too far, and Spaps can't reach it. So. Parks heads it. Sheamus tackled off of it. Collins booting it forward. Jack needs to come up with a header. He does. Twinkle needs to come up with a loose ball. He's just giving it to Cookies. Cookies finds Spaps. Snicky on the inside. Snicky, that's too heavy a ball. And here comes Norcross back the other way. Jack. Twinkle. Twinkle cutting it outside. Finds Parks. Parks. This needs to go here, really. Finds Snicky. Finds Cookies. Cookies goes for goal from 25 out, and that is not going to be anywhere close. End of the first half, 3-0. It is the Ziggurat.
I intend to live by my own code now.
It is the Ziggurat. Hello, Zig. Welcome, my friend. How was the conclusion of your satisfactory stream? Could you get no satisfaction? Ding dong, Benny. What's up, Radio Raptor? We are 3-0 in the lead at the end of the first half. Oh, Frack's been booked as well? I didn't realize that. So we got to tell him to ease off tackles too. Let's go to the dressing room and say, outstretch the arms. Everybody's happy. It's a good day. It is a wonderful day. It can be if we can get back in the lead, but we'll see if we can do that. Second half underway between Norcross. They came up with us, and we are here playing them now in level 14. They got promoted with us from the Mid-Lancashire and I think it's Mid-Lancashire League division, first division, and now we're in the Mid-Lancashire League Premier Division. So problem is only the champion goes up this year, and Touré's actually not put that far above. But it will be a goal kick. Oh, Jack's been booked immediately, like at the start of the second half. Guys, settle the fuck down. That's headed over. Jack might be the first one I actually replace because he tends to be very, very aggressive. But Zig, let me know how your stream was, man. How was satisfactory with the FM crew? It looks like a lot of fun, man. I might give it a Cookies having a go. That's a good save from Nevitt. Akonikun has a hat trick in the first half alone. Old Mancunians have taken the lead versus Fleetwood Hesketh. That is huge for us, by the way, because Fleetwood Hesketh right now are the league leaders, which means East Manchester are drawing, and we are winning, and Fleetwood Hesketh are losing, which means we could go top by goal difference right now if results hold. That is miles over into the next neighborhood, and that is going to be a goal kick. But hello, Radio Raptor. I hope you're doing well, Radio. Let me know how you're doing, man. But welcome in. For those that may not know, because they follow Zig, they don't follow me, or they've never seen this, this is CounterLogic FC. It's the recreation of the esports org CounterLogic Gaming, which existed from 2009 to 2023. They went defunct. And we've created CounterLogic FC as a football club. Every one of these players on the bottom here has some connection to the old esports org. Brat was a fan. Frack was a friend of a former player. I was a commentator. Jack Lemon, MD, was the Discord moderator. Parks was a commentator, and so on and so forth. So we've recreated them as the starting 11 in CLG FC. And we used Dan FM databases, England level 20 database save, and started a bottom to top save. And we've been promoted 6 times in 6 seasons, and we are now in level 14. So East Manchester have now taken the lead versus Freckleton. They've turned it around, which means, Freckleton have leveled a minute later, which is good for us. LythamSt.Anne are beating Shevington 1-0. So we need to clean it up, boys. Why are we letting Alfers just go in alone? Brat's batted the ball away, but I think Harry Norris will come on for Jack just because he is booked and he is aggressive. So I think that's what we're going to do. Sheamus might be the next one. He's the only one that's really not performing to any standard. So I mean, he's not performing poorly. He just has no impact in this game right now. Sheamus has had absolutely no impact in this game. So we could, I mean, if I'm going to make a substitution and they're getting tired, they're going to be the one. That one's going to go out for a goal kick. So, yes, it will be Joe Jones for Sheamus. Here's Joe Jones. Oh, he's almost curled it in right on his first touch. He's gone for a goal. That was actually on target as well, but it just didn't have the pace to beat the keeper. And so we go again in the 75th minute. Here's Smaps on the right-hand side. Cuts it back for Frack. Frack on the inside for me. Twinkle turning, finds Cookies. Back out wide for Frack. Frack goes for the cross. It's deflected, and it will be a corner. So, corner kick incoming. We're 3-0 to the good. Quarter hour to go. Cookies, it went for a header instead of maybe having that fall to his boot. It's blocked and cleared anyway. Comes back to Parks. Parks is going to go wide for Frack, but it's a little too wide. Hi, Benny. How are you? Zig, how was the rest of your stream, brother? I appreciate the raid. How was Satisfactory with the boys? And how's the factory coming along? So, is that is, oh, okay. It's a corner. Factory's rolling nicely. It is a bit of a mess. It was fine, thanks. Yeah, I imagine all factory making is a bit of a, I imagine that Satisfactory kind of has the same problem that Minecraft had back in the early days, and that is, if you've never really built anything, oh my god, somebody stop him. What a save from Brat. If you've never really built any big projects before in Minecraft, your first one is kind of really messy. You know what I mean? And it doesn't work to 100% efficiency. But I feel like Satisfactory is the same way. Maybe even more so because of all the conveyor you have to have, you know? Somebody fucking, that's a good tackle, Cookies. That's a really good tackle. 10 minutes to go. Let's make our final sub. It might be me, actually. Sam Wellman can come in for me. I don't think 2 backup center backs are going to blow a 3-0 lead. That's famous last words, so I'm going to knock on wood. But there we go. Alfers, maybe that should have been a touch. That's cut in. Norris does well. That's a corner. On a good note, Mac won 7-1 today. Nice. Fipo, who was in here earlier, the guy who plays for Union Götzen Reserves, they won 6-2 earlier. So, it's the FA Trophy. Oh, shit. Doesn't that put you in the first round proper, the FA Trophy? I'm pretty sure, wasn't that the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Trophy? That was the 2nd round? Hold on. We're in the 2nd round of the FA Trophy already? Yeah, that was the first round proper of the FA Trophy. So now you guys are where? Yeah, 7-1 over Ashton United. Whew. Wow. If I go down to the Wikipedia page, which should have the results. Oh, it's Snicky. It's Snicky as I'm looking up the results. They've scored again. It was the first round today? Yeah, I'm finding out. That's a really good ball forward. Cookie's off the post. Snicky's there. Well done. Yeah. 4-0 for us. Sass. What's up, Sass? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, my man. Wellman will take this. This should be pretty much the end. Twinkle's got it. I don't know why he's booted it upfield. We're just giving the ball back to Norcross. Here's Parks with a free kick here in added time. Joe Jones, the heading master, heads it over. I'm good, thank. Mike sounds a lot better today. I've lowered the. Actually, you can thank Zig for it, to be honest with you. I've lowered the dB. So it used to be minus 10.5, which is like 1.5 decimals right before the peak. Now I've lowered it to about minus 13.5, and I've moved it a little bit away from the face. Not like it used to be right here, but I've moved it a smidge away so that it's like not constantly hitting up against the cap. But I just think lowering the dB a little bit was probably what was needed. But got to get yourself a good caster mic. I do have one. I'll show you guys real quick because he's going to blow for full time. We're not about to score again, are we? This is the commentator's mic I have. Welcome to Cole's Electroacoustics. If D is here, he might, being a musician, he might actually know something about this mic. But there's the microphone in all its wonderful glory. It is an XLR. It is the Cole's 4104B. It is the microphone. It is excellent. I absolutely love it. We win 4-0, which means it's time for sweet, sweet victory. But yeah, this is my microphone. And it's absolutely superb quality. And I will probably never commentate with another mic besides this one when I do any sort of esports commentary. This is the mic that's going to happen. So I have a tournament I'm commentating next weekend. This is the mic that I will be using to commentate that tournament. 4-0 winners. Akoni Kun in the 8th, 12th, and 36th before Snicky made no doubt in the 89th. That's about as good as one you're likely to see. The question is, did we get help in the league? Yes, Thomas. What's up? Welcome. So we need to see if we got help in the league. That's the big question right now. Because it looked like we might for a second. We did. We got help. Up Richard in the 51st for Old Mancunians, and the perfect record that Fleetwood Hesketh had to start the season is no more. They fall for the first time this season, 1-0 at home to Old Mancunians. Freckleton and East Manchester played out an absolute banger. It's Nkondi in the 18th minute before Macaulay in the 35th. Put Freckleton level. Bringleson in the 64th, and then a minute later, Macaulay again drawing Freckleton level before Okoronko in the 88th, and Macaulay again in added time at the end of the game, at the end of the second half, means Freckleton and East Manchester shelled their points. That's not a good draw for East Manchester because they were second and they drew Freckleton for just Freckleton's second point of the season. Lythamstown, Shevington, it was Marquise in the 42nd minute dismissed from the field of play. Ben Jones in the 64th put Lythamstown ahead before Collinson added time at the end of the second half. Meant that Shevington will get a point out of the fixture. For Lythamstown, it's their second point of the season. They're now level with Freckleton, but they're still two adrift at the bottom of the table. And lastly, Stockport Georgians reserves, AFC Blackpool reserves, Kinsella in the 29th before Hollyoake in the 78th meant that AFC Blackpool reserves will take the win and all 3 points. Their first win of the season. They jump up to 6th place with it on 5 points. It's pretty tight at the top, though. I'm good, thanks. Sorry about the Union player, mate. Yeah, I agree. It's very sad. I'm shocked that the league decided not to postpone the game. Like, I am insanely amazed that nobody stepped in and said we shouldn't play this game. We like that's what that's what upsets me about it is that nobody's come in and told like MLS has not come in at all and said, you know what, we can't play this game. But they don't know. They don't know. The union said they're out of respect for the family, they're not going to make any further statements about it. So we don't know what happened. We just know that he's no longer with us, unfortunately. Like, to post that and then play a game 2 hours later, to me, is crazy. They're actually still playing right now. They're in a penalty shootout. They played all 120 minutes, and now they're in a penalty shootout. And they're level on penalties going into the last round of penalty kicks. So, that is messed up. Yeah, I think it's extremely messed up. It's like, I don't know. Just a warning, you guys have the ads coming in about a minute. You got the ads coming in about a minute for those on Twitch. So that's just a heads up warning. We go top of the table, though. We get there and we go top of the table. We're going to go to the post-match press conference. We'll start this off with the first question from Martin Brown, Sporting Life. Pleased with the result. Brought top quality keeper. If we continue to perform as we have, I don't think so. You must be absolutely. Yeah. So Sneaky had a great game. They did. Wins put you absolutely. We have the confidence of players' ability to do just that. Yeah, I do. I mean, 1 point is separating the top 4 in this league. Like, that's the crazy thing. Classy Konikun is on form. Like, if I go to here, literally it's 12, 12, 12, and 11. That's pretty tight. So I'm waiting for the final post to come through about the Union 2 game. We're going to have a cheeky save. We're going to end the YouTube recording for those on YouTube. Twitch will still go, but for those on YouTube, CLG FC episode 121 in the books. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you in the next episode. Can we stay top? We got East Manchester Nets. That's a tough one. Till then, take care.